he let me be a superhero, but he said I had to be the sidekick. So I'm recycled Michelangelo, and I even have like a string of pearls making my Red Bull nunchucks. Look at me, man. I got a recycled shell.
Hold on a second. I'm having trouble. Hey, sidekick, can you hold on?
I'm too busy using my nunchucks. Here you go. Oh man, what happened to your claws? Recycle Wolverine.
Sorry, I tried to. So this is who you're talking about. This is when we read a comment that one of you made, and we guess whether it was about Red or Link.
Welcome to Mythical MORE. We're gonna learn what products are truly recyclable or not, because you think stuff's recyclable and it ain't, and you think stuff isn't recyclable and it is.
Denise Grandchamp says Blink's determination to use his spit is concerning.
Using spit.
Now I don't watch this show, so I got nothing to go on here, but
I don't think I ever use my spit in anything. I think I'm too much of a germaphobe.
This is about me because I really got. I remember there was one episode where I just decided to use my spit quite a bit, and I regret it. And I really don't want to see footage of it, but
it's you.
It's me.
You're not always gonna have access to water, especially in the end times. I'm going to turn away from the camera and spit on this.
That was generous and bubbly.
I can make a lot of spit real fast.
Dude,
it's one of the things I'm known for. Oh gosh, this is so gross, but so clean.
Why did he do that? I'm glad I'm not that guy.
Past you? Oh, you don't want to reveal.
I'm glad I'm not that guy.
Yeah, you don't want to reveal your identity.
Or the guy that's standing next and sitting next to him.
Okay. Do that again.
Did you like it? You get like getting scratched?
I'm a meowing turtle, man.
Wow. Look at this, recycle. Get it?
Let's get into this. So, Mother Earth approved or Mother Earth boo-hooed, meaning you cannot recycle it.
Do you like to think of yourself as somebody who knows what you can put in the recycle bin and not? Because I thought I was that guy until I had a friend who actually knew.
Yeah, I was
kind of correct me on a bunch of things.
Lando had a project at school where he did a presentation on this, and he came back home a stickler, man. He was talking about how I had to completely wash out my peanut butter jars before I freaking recycle them.
Yeah, but you're thinking about how much water you're using when you do that, right? And then they're also, here's the other thing. They say that there's in many places in the country right now, they're not actually doing the recycling.
There's different things that get recycled in different places. So
that's right,
it really depends on what city
I'm pro recycling, but I think we should just actually recycle it. If we're going to go through the trouble of collecting it, we should be recycling it.
What's the first one?
Facial tissue.
Facial tissue? Oh, that's not what you sound like. I don't know why. I don't know why I did that. I just wanted to clarify. I wasn't making fun of you.
Well, it certainly sounded.
Thank you. I wasn't thinking that until you said that.
Yeah, I was just
thinking it.
That's just how I say facial tissue.
100%. You can't recycle this.
Well, some of them have lotion in it.
It should. I mean, it's like, what are they going to do? This shows up at the recycling place. They're going to be like, what do you want me to do with this?
You know what you can't? You know why? Because it has bodily fluids on it.
No. Oh, but hold on. Here's a question.
You can't recycle bodily fluids.
Are you saying that I can put this in my recycling bin, or someone somewhere could figure out how to recycle this?
I'm saying put it in your recycling bin.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because you can't put this in your recycling.
I mean, if you wipe your mouth, if it's totally clean, I think you can. But if you use it in any way, you can't.
What if you wipe yourself with a peanut butter jar? Can you recycle that at that point? You wash it, maybe.
No, but by saving this, you could. That's my answer.
Okay, the answer is no, which I think is quite obvious, but it's because the fibers are
I said yes. I didn't think it was.
You said yes and no, I thought.
Yeah, I did.
The fibers are too short for new paper products to be made from them.
What?
Oh, you gotta have long fibers.
The fibers are too short.
But in general, well, I might prove myself wrong.
It'll be okay.
Because I haven't read the rest of my answer sheet. But
You'll get the next one.
in general, I thought that like everything you put in recycling has to be clean. So I knew rinse your peanut butter jar, but like also tissues just wouldn't make sense to go in.
But how,
because
like,
Save
they're-
it.
what
We gotta save
do you
this, man.
do you stick your hand in a peanut butter jar with like a cloth and rinse?
You know, I don't go through peanut butter jars frequently.
We go through at least one a week in my house.
Well,
A full-size
I
peanut butter
put like hot water and dish soap in the jar and then put the lid back on and then shake it vigorously.
Does that work?
Yeah.
Oh, really? It
melts
breaks down
the-
the
Yeah.
It
oils?
melts the butter.
Yeah.
I do hot water for sure.
Melts the butter?
But every time I'm melting that butter, I'm just like, man, I'm using so much water.
What are you talking about, the butter?
The peanut butter. If you get peanut butter hot, it'll fall off of.
Oh, cool.
Foil gum wrapper.
Where's that, right?
When was the last time you had, I don't know, I've like phased out gum in my life.
Yeah, it's not good for
But
your
you know
teeth.
what? I bet you if you had a piece, you'd be like, oh, yeah, I need this back in my life.
Gum always gave me a stomach ache.
You know, this is weird.
Just to chew it?
Yeah.
Chewing sugarless gum makes me short of breath.
You might be allergic to
it happen to anybody
aspartame or
else?
something.
It happens to Chris Marino. Right here. He's got
Are
the
you
same
serious?
thing. Yeah.
Sugarless gum?
Well, I think it's any gum, really.
Any gum?
Yeah, it's like you stop thinking about breathing, you know, you just do
What?
I don't know what it is. I have a shortness of breath thing that happens.
Chris, our sound
And
guy
I've
doesn't know how to
noticed
chew and breathe at the
that
same
it gets
time.
triggered by sugarless gum. And I actually feel it coming on just when I touch this thing.
You know what, buddy? I think that's a requirement for working here, man. Yeah, being able to chew and breathe.
I have to yawn to get more breath. It's happening just because I'm touching it. I've got contact.
That's stupid, man.
Oh, it's psychosomatic for sure. It's totally psychosomatic.
You're grandfathered in, but no, that's got to be on like whenever we interview people. Give them a piece of gum and see if they start
Does this make you
asphyxiate.
does this make you short of breath?
You're grandfathered in now.
So this is essentially just foil, but it's got a paper backing.
Yeah, I'm saying. Oh crap, you're right. Paper backing.
And I think those fibers are just too short. Now that I know that, I'm saying you can't do it. Don't even try it, man.
It does
You'll
look
shut
like
down
a
the whole system.
It does look like a paper backing. Man, I hate this because like this is gonna make me so neurotic about my recycle bin. Because I feel good just I don't know, but here it goes, and I just
Yeah.
put it in there. You know, it might not feel good that I've done something right,
I think that's really why it exists.
but now I'm doing something wrong because I'm saying yes, you can recycle this.
No.
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Because the wrapper is foil on one side and paper on the other, recycling would require separating the two materials, which is too difficult to achieve.
Man, just don't chew gum. Solve it on the front side.
Cassie said the other day she
Save
was
your breath.
stopped
Chew gum.
by somebody
chew gum.
outside of like a grocery store. You know how you get stopped in LA by people
Yeah.
with and she was like, no, I'm good. And he was like, I just was going to ask you if you had any questions about your recycling. And she was like, oh,
Actually,
well,
I
yes.
do.
And she like stopped. And she was like
And you're like,
thinking
yeah.
of all the questions she had about her recycling.
Yeah, we all have these questions.
Yeah.
Did he answer them?
Yeah. I'm telling you, nothing goes in our recycling bin that isn't supposed to go in there because she looks after me. And then she will come and find me. She'll take it out of the recycling and go, did you put this in here?
Oh,
Do you know why you can't do this?
she doesn't look after you. She polices you.
Yeah.
Whereas Christy
I was
would
being
say-
nice about it.
Patrol me.
Right.
Whenever I give any
Don't patrol
input
me.
about Christy, like if I give feedback on anything she does, she was like, "Don't patrol me." Like, that's what she says. Don't patrol
Plastic
me.
shampoo bottle.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. You got to get that shampoo
So
out.
you'd like to think that it is, but like, how do you get the shampoo out of the bottle? I think it.
Same technique.
Yes,
Y'all.
yes. You can recycle this. It's plastic.
But you got to do this. See, now it's open. And you just,
You think you got to take the lid off?
you got to put really hot water in your mouth and just put it out there. Oh, God.
Use your spit.
Yeah.
I mean, I do know that you can't recycle pizza boxes because of the grease. But if there's like no grease, I still feel like I can recycle it, and I put it in there.
Plastic shampoo bottles you can recycle, yes.
Yeah.
Without rinsing them out.
No, I rinse everything. I rinse
I
everything
don't-
that goes in recycling.
You have to rinse it.
Man.
I think when they shred it up, they rinse everything.
Well, I'm sure that there's
It's not
grossness
perfect.
that gets in, but because you want to do your best,
No.
yeah.
I want to do
really-
the least amount to feel good about myself.
But really, what we should be doing is the shampoo bottle should not be plastic at all, right? It should be like glass, and there should be a shampoo man who comes by, and you just
Oh, like a milkman?
yeah, you just stick it out the window,
Yeah.
and he comes in. He's got a truck.
Is a company or multiple companies that do that, and they have. I'm pretty positive they have like a truck that comes around, and you have
Yeah.
refillable
Shampoo
glass.
truck?
Yeah,
I think
shampoo soap
he
truck.
drops them off,
No.
and then you take
Yeah.
you take the glass bottle back to where. We just need to move into more like just reusable, not just recyclable, right? You should just like take the shampoo, you use it, and then you take it back to the store, and they're like, "We're gonna fill that one up again. Here, buy another one." Like I mean, there's no reason for this.
I
man.
agree.
This is gonna be in a
Plus
whale's
shampoo
hump. This is gonna be
bottles,
right in the
plastic shampoo bottles are
hole
ugly.
of a whale, the top of the whale, the nostril, sticking right in there. That's what you're doing when you get this.
The
stuff.
below nostril?
Right on top of a dolphin's head. You see a dolphin going around the ocean with this thing sticking out of it, and you've only got yourself to blame.
Breathing through his mouth.
Trying to clean that bottle
I
out.
want to remind you that Trevor, what's Trevor's last name?
Dolphin.
Trevor Dolphin. Trevor Everts.
Trevor Everts.
Trevor Evarts.
Trevor D. Everts.
He has a podcast called Trevor Talks Too Much. He interviews people who are willing to come on his podcast. If you're interested in who's willing to come on his podcast, it actually turns out to be pretty cool people.
Yeah. Cooler than us, and cooler than the people that we know.
Yeah. So it's like you can get plugged into what's happening culturally by listening to Trevor talk to people his age. That's how I look at his podcast.
Right.
If you're a fan of Trevor, you'll be a fan of his podcast. And if you're a fan of his guests, then that'll also get you there.
There's a YouTube channel too.
You don't have to like both of them.
Love
Talks Too Much.
LoveRefill.com, not a sponsor, but they are refilling shampoo and shower gel right at your doorstep. What about conditioner?
Oh,
Probably part of
I
it.
bet they got that. You know, I think it should be a utility. I think it should be piped in. I think we should add
Wow, that's-
shampoo piping.
Piping all the way to the shower. Soap, shampoo and conditioner, but then we all get
Yeah,
like
you-
government conditioner. It's like get
Right.
government cheese.
It comes
you know what
out.
I'm saying?
It's
just like-
it's another thing. You got to shampoo, and then all of a sudden you're showered in shampoo. Good God.
I have a special shampoo though because of my sensitive skin.
Yeah, it's just mostly chlorine coming in from
Okay.
the pipes.
What's next? Eggshell.
CDs.
Oh, sorry. CDs. Okay. Let's go rapid fire on this. CDs. Give me one. Give me one of these.
No, you can't because there's a film in the middle.
These are layered.
If you break one, there's a layer where they actually house the information, and that is not recyclable.
Right. That's why you can scratch it and it'll still play if it.
Okay,
doesn't
this
scratch too
is
bad.
a trick question because it says yes and no. Most curbside recycling programs don't accept CDs, but there are mail-in programs that do.
Oh wow. I wonder what they make them into.
More CDs.
Nobody needs those anymore.
Glass wine bottle.
Highest quality fidelity.
I know the answer to this one.
Well, if you cannot,
Oh God. I hope.
if
I
you
hope you
can't
can
recycle this, then I got a lot of
get rid of this.
forgiveness to ask
Take it out of
for.
the blowhole.
Yeah, you can totally recycle them, but you put a little bit of warm water and slush it around a little bit.
No, Stevie, that's where you're wrong. You want a little taste of wine for the people at the recycling center.
Glup, glup.
Here we go, Bob. This is why I do my job.
They have a vat. They don't drink it out of the bottle. They all pour it into a
Yeah,
vat,
and
and
end of
then
the day.
on Fridays.
Well, it's piped directly to their homes. It's piped. If you work at the recycling center, you have piping directly to your home. That's the leftover wine from all the people. So you really need to not be doing that, Stevie. You're depriving them.
You don't need. Yeah, leave a little wine.
Paperback book.
Paperback book.
Paperback book. The one we have is Rianne Fain, The Path to Sunshine Cove. With a past like hers, Jessica Clayton feels safer in a life spent on the road. She's made a career out of helping others downsize because she's learned the hard way that the less stuff, the better. A policy she applies equally to her relationships.
Is it a romance novel?
I don't know. If there's sex, I'm pretty good at finding it quickly.
Turn to chapter 13. That's where they always get really high.
It's kind of early on. They'll hit you with a little.
If you get to chapter 13 and there hadn't been full on.
She smiled again, eyes warm. She looked so lovely in the pure May morning that he couldn't seem to look away.
Yep, here we go.
Their gazes met, and he saw something in her eyes.
Ooh.
An answering heat that made him instantly aroused.
There you go. Chapter 13 every time.
Walk away, a voice inside him cautioned. Just grab your board and head home. He ignored it.
You're bored.
He ignored it.
You're 2x4.
He had no choice, did he? He set his board against his trailer
Oh, gosh.
and took a step forward.
Oh, man.
To his shock. Can you believe I found this so quickly?
Yeah, I told you, man.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah.
I told you I could find it. To his shock, she met him halfway, her mouth warm in the cool morning air. She tasted of mint and coffee, and he couldn't seem to get enough.
Yeah, you can't.
On some level, he was cognizant enough to know his wet suit
His cardboard
would be cold, uncomfortable, so he purposefully only touched her with his mouth.
Yeah,
It was enough.
right.
Heat sparked between them, taking away any chill from the morning.
Yep.
He had always thought surfing a few waves as the sun climbed the mountains was the best way to start the day. Now he was now prepared to reevaluate that. Kissing Jess Clayton, her mouth soft and willing beneath his.
Willing.
Beat paddling in cold water any day of the week. That's the end of the chapter.
You know, somebody clicked on this video like, yeah, I would like to learn more about recycling.
So the answer to the question is...
It picks right back up where it left off in the
What?
chapter.
Oh, gosh, okay.
She had never wanted a single thing in her life more than she wanted in that second to drag Nate Whitaker into her Airstream, strip off his glossy black wetsuit, and spend an entire week exploring all those luscious muscles.
Oh.
What was wrong with her? This wasn't the kind of thing she did, kissing a man she barely knew.
Out of character.
The morning beside the sea had been magical. Let's see.
Yeah, skim through. Get to the good stuff.
As his mouth explored hers, touching only there.
Yeah, mouth to mouth. Okay,
Hunger
I've had
seemed
enough.
to build in between them. Yeah, it's like
Yeah. Had enough kissing. Come on.
she had wanted to kiss as much as he did,
Yeah.
maybe more.
More, definitely.
Now they're having a conversation.
Oh, God. Oh, gosh. A little less talk, a little more action.
Okay, and then that was actually that was the end of that chapter.
Oh, this is chapter 13, so you were just building up to it.
Yeah, that was chapter 10 and 11.
I told you how to get to 13. That's when things start happening.
Cody swept into the
The answer is
kitchen.
yes. Yes, you
Looking
can
as
recycle
sweaty
a
as
paperback.
The answer is yes. You can recycle books.
You can recycle books. Okay.
This
What-
is
what's
okay.
next?
This is an interesting one. I mean, for me, I guess. Pyrex. I set that up in a yeah.
You mean like glass? What's
Yeah.
the difference? It's
well,
tempered
also
glass.
Pyrex, makes like storage containers as well. But yeah, it's the same company. Same
I
glass.
gotta say yes on this.
I would say no, because they do something to it that makes it where you can't melt it down. That's what makes
Yeah.
it so strong.
That's correct. Since glass cookware has been heat treated, it's incompatible with other glass materials when melted down for
Oh, crap.
recycling. So you
Yeah.
cannot recycle it.
I mean, but who throws away Pyrex?
I think like if you get like
break
a
it.
chip or something like that.
what about Capri Sun?
Yeah, this one I think about all the time.
Because it's
How do you get it out
I mean,
of there?
it's just a foil pouch, homie. Yes.
I think yes, you can definitely do this.
No.
What?
You cannot. Because the pouches are made by bonding aluminum and plastic, which is difficult to separate and then recycle.
What? There's plastic.
Come on.
That feels like something they could fix. Should this turn into a video where we petition Capri Sun?
Come
to
on,
fix
Capri
that?
Sun.
Go full aluminum.
Everybody thinks that. You know what? Go lead. Make these out of lead.
Oh, but you know what it is? It's the little liner that they leave a hole in the aluminum for that has to be covered with plastic.
You think that's what it is?
Yeah, that's that's why it has plastic, and also the straw.
You cannot recycle a Capri Sun. What about
You can
this?
drink it though.
An empty metal hairspray can?
You cannot recycle
It's
that.
empty.
These things are bad for the environment, man.
Yeah, this is bad.
You can't. Yeah, you can't recycle that.
But it's bad
I
because
think they are bad for the environment, but you
CFCs.
can recycle them.
Oh yeah,
Really?
they're bad because of the CFCs.
There's no CFCs in any of this stuff, man. Those got outlawed in like the 80s.
With DEET, there's DEET in it.
D's bad though.
You can recycle that. Abadag. All right, what else? Is that it?
Yeah, we
that it?
talked about all the things we can recycle.
All right. Did you learn anything?
Hey, we want to let you know about a brand new podcast hosted by our very own mythical kitcheneer Trevor called Trevor Talks Too Much. Check it out on Spotify or wherever you get your podcasts.